I'm
Is this
glad.
for like a little key ring or something?
No, it's for a loop for a button.
Oh my goodness gracious. Of course it is.
Here,
That's perfect.
button, and then the loop.
And I have to agree because I'd like mine to close, even if it's a
Yeah.
button or magnet or something.
Yeah,
oh,
a
we're on.
Oh, good.
Oh, hi, Ruth Ann. I
Hi.
am sorry, people. I'm here for Ruth Ann. I know you guys all wanted to see her, but she's still not feeling well.
Yeah.
So she's home on her couch resting.
Yep.
And you get me. Sorry.
Yeah, prayers for Ruth Ann.
Yes,
Say a healing
please.
prayer.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, we're here for the last session of the box bottom and bow tote bag.
Box bottom and I just love that.
We're going to go back to last week because I was frustrated with how the pattern designer
Oh, that's
told
right.
us to do the
Tucking in the- yes.
I don't like having to unsew and then resew. So I happened to be out on the group and I did get an idea, and I was looking through a thread about this bag, and I thought the solution is to attach it to a charm before you sew the charms. So
figured that out.
Fran her and I came up with that exact same idea at the exact same time.
That is a great idea.
So when you're doing this top row, what you're going to do is take your charm. We're going to pretend this is the bow.
The bow, okay.
Put the bow, right
right.
sides together. Yeah, this way and then this way.
Shut up. Really?
And sew it right in there. Now, she
Done.
wants you to put it a half an inch up from the seam. Well, we don't have a seam, so move it up 3/4 of an inch. That'll account for your little 1/4 inch seam.
Well, wasn't that brilliant, you girls?
I did not like.
I love this.
I hate ripping.
Tips of the trade, man. This is why we're here.
Okay, so if you haven't started yet, or if you're making more, that's a good tip to.
It's
to
a
get
good thing I
those
didn't do
done.
my homework, so now I can do that.
That's right. Okay, this week we're going to square up the front and the back. We're going to cut the
Keith
lining.
wants a hot dog. You come 2 Saturdays.
Yeah. And we're going to sew. I already sewed one handle. We're going to sew the other handle together.
Okay.
So we're going to move these aside for now.
Is this just batting or fusible fleece?
It's fusible fleece.
Okay.
All right. So you take.
Those strings. I know you don't like those. Here's scissors
I
in
know.
here, baby.
Here, I got this.
Oh, she brought her own.
Yeah. You know, I bring all my stuff.
I know you do.
All right. So you're going to cut your piece of fabric. And don't do what I do. This is the handle width is 4 inches. The bow width is 5 inches. Don't grab a bow piece of material and try to make a handle or vice versa, because I did that. So anyway, I believe it's 4 inches wide for the handle. The length per the pattern. Center. Now, the fusible fleece will be 1 inch shorter because you're going to center it down the middle and fold this fabric over, and I'm going to take it over to the iron and iron it.
So if you would want your straps a little longer,
You could make them as long as you want.
Okay.
Yep.
I know. Lena, she's
iron
great
this
with
down.
these ideas.
I love this iron. I may have to I have the rose gold one.
That's what one I have.
Yeah, and it shuts off too quick for me.
I know.
I really like this one.
I do love them. I love that. I use my rose gold.
Can we
one all the
trade
time.
in irons? No, only machines.
Only machines.
Okay, we're going to iron this other side down.
Yes, Karen, that's what the pattern calls for. So that's why I asked when we were grabbing these to put on, I'd like mine to be up on my shoulder a little bit more and a little longer. So I might make mine a little longer, which you can make it as long as you want.
Right.
Yeah. So the fusible side of this fusible fleece is on the fabric. You're just sealing it up here with this 1/2 inch.
Yeah, I'm just making a good crease so that it's easier to turn.
Gotcha.
Now we're going to fold this to the middle and this to the middle. Is that how this? No. Oh, no, we're just going to fold it in half.
That's right.
Because I'm thinking it was made like binding, but it's not. So now we're just going to fold it in half and we're going to press it. And then I brought along, grab my clapper under here. Here it is.
Okay.
I grab my clapper because I want this nice and flat
Okay.
to sew. So let me crank up. I'm going to crank up the heat for a sec.
Yeah, it probably just needs a few minutes to heat up.
I don't want steam. Okay. Press that down really good and then throw your clapper on it. And it really sets that fold.
So we're not flipping it. You have this just folded.
It's just folded in
What's
half.
that magic?
Everything to you is magic because you don't do these
I don't
things.
do these things.
You're
I
an
think
embroiderer.
Do
Yeah.
that? I
See
can
how
do
nice and
that.
flat that is with the clapper?
I can do that.
Yep.
It's just all coming together for me. It's all coming together.
All right, so we're going to finish this side.
Very pretty fabric. I know all of our kits were so pretty.
Ooh, we have a couple new ones today.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. They'll love them.
Are we
too.
selling the clapper too? We
Yes.
have that. Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
As I'm sure some people don't have one.
Yep. I have two sizes. I have the one that's bigger than this too.
Mm-hmm.
I love them.
I think of the lights on,
Yeah, lights off. Yeah.
That's my clapper.
I don't think that'll work on this.
No. Mm-mm.
And then we'll see.
Yeah, it really does
Set
set
it.
everything.
Yep.
Really cool.
Nice and flat.
Nice. And I noticed on the group, a lot of you girls did your homework and you posted. It was just great. That's right, Liz. We learn something new every day here.
Wait till August. I'm not letting the cat out of the
Oh.
bag.
I have been invited to do a piecing party with Carol in August. We're doing a little wall hanging or something. A little.
It'll be on tonight. It'll be on tonight.
So
Yep.
I'm excited. Every
4.
Thursday, we're going to
Yep.
do it at noon.
4
And
classes at noon.
The
Yeah,
whole
at
month of
least
August.
4. Yeah, the whole month of August. And then I'm hoping that Steve will come in for our last session and show us how to edge
We
quilt
have to
it.
invite him. Yes,
All
we'll
right.
invite Stephen.
We're taking you over here, and I want you to sew a 1/4 of an inch.
You
Done
didn't tell
this
me I'd be
edge.
sewing today.
Oh, yeah. Y'all may put you
Wait,
to
we
work.
have a red bobbin.
Oh, I
We don't
did bring a
wanna-
bobbin here, and I forgot to put it in.
That's fine. No worries. We'll get it. Maybe. What the heck? Well, who put this one in here? Oh, that's why she didn't want me to do it. She wants me to get this out.
Oh,
All right, get me a little pair of snippies.
here, you want just a little pokey?
But it shouldn't be like that. It should be popping up.
Oh, here, foot up.
Oh, look at Miss Kate knowing what she's doing.
What?
You're
Why
hitting the
doesn't
button and I'm hitting the manual. There it goes. Kate's doing this class next. Oh my gosh, that was too funny. Okay. You gave me a bobbin and here I am putting the one in. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. We are using that cool piecing foot again with the
Yep.
blade.
Yep.
You want me to go down each side?
Yeah, we're using our fill white thread too, by
Okay,
the way.
that's
Both in
kinda
the bobbin and on top.
And did you use that for your little
Yeah, I did.
1/4 inch?
Yeah, for the purposes of the demo, I wanted the stitching to show. I probably
Right.
would have used a different color.
Like what color would you have used? Like a-
Orange or navy.
Oh, to
something.
pop it.
Yeah.
Okay, or to
Yep.
blend in. I gotcha. Okay. Well, I thought it was on like slow-mo. Look at that little blade work. We're just a new little sewer here for this kind of stuff. And we're making this cute little stitching to decorate our little handles. Very, very cool. So just a 1/4 inch down each side.
Yep.
So adorable.
What foot are we using right now?
This is the rule.
This is the
1/4
Carol
inch.
foot.
1/4 inch quilting foot with guide.
Now,
Is
does
that
this
little-
come with machines, or is this something
No,
we
this
sell
has to
separate?
be bought separate. Yep.
And we
And I'm
don't-
surprised mine isn't worn out yet because I use it
For everything.
constantly. Yes. Okay, and
you
I'll go down
use
the other side.
this one for that one too.
Yes, yes. For the stitching,
Yeah.
the quilting,
Yeah.
because I ran that little metal bar right along the
Right
seam.
down the centers.
Yep.
That was great. I'm actually going to finish. I've been working on a quilt. I know. For my granddaughter. I was
Okay.
supposed to have it done June 2nd. So is it June 2nd yet? But anyway, it's going to be done soon. But I'm going to do that as the quilting because I'm quilting squares. I'm embroidering squares.
Okay.
And I even moved them in a half an inch so I could do a 1/4 inch of this.
Okay.
I'll bring it in and show you if it works out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I don't have granddaughters or grandsons. Probably won't, but
Look at
whatever.
that. Mine looks like yours.
I know it's perfect. See?
Gosh, it's
See?
crazy.
All right. The next thing we're going to do is square up our pieces.
Okay.
So you're going to take one of your the front or the back, whatever, they're identical.
Okay.
Now, in the direction she states to make this approximately 22 by 18. However, if you do the math across here, it's going to come out closer to 23.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to square it up and be in between 22 and 23. I'm
Okay.
not worried about,
That.
but she says approximately 22 by 18. It doesn't have to be exact.
Okay.
So if I measure this, it comes out to 22 and 3/4. Actually, if I straighten that edge, it's like 22 and 7/8. If I measure the top edge, it's probably going to be the same. See, it's even a little bit bigger.
You got something
there
underneath
is. Yeah, I know. I'm trying
That's
to get it
OCD.
as flat as, yeah, I know. Yeah, same there.
Okay.
This measures
18 and a quarter.
18 and a quarter. This
I have no doubt it's
measures,
18 and a quarter because it's Carol.
it's a little over 18 and a quarter.
What?
What we're going to
Okay.
do first is straighten out the top. The top edge is what I want to be most concerned with.
Okay.
So we're going to just line this up, and I'm just going to take off the absolute minimum from this top edge, but you need to keep it square. So you're going to line up whatever lines you can. I'm going to take this off.
There's little tabbies.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to line all of my seams up. I'm going to line up this seam, and if I move it up to
Okay.
4 3/4, that I want it. Well, that's actually
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, make sure that these seam lines are equal. We got the 5-inch run in here. Well, it's a 1/4 inch off. Okay, 4 3/4 there. This seam line matches this. This seam line is real close. It's not perfect,
That
but we're
looks
not going to
great.
worry about it. So I'm going to trim this top edge, and I'm just going to take those little points off of the,
Squares.
Yeah.
Patterns. Okay.
and square it up. All right?
Yep. Are we selling the glue pen today?
Yes.
We are.
Okay,
And I know she
so-
got more in because everybody bought it last week.
I know.
I didn't get one yet. I have to wait till the rest of the inventory comes in.
We're going to measure this down to here. And it's 18 1/4, and I'm going to leave it at 18 1/4.
Okay.
So do we have a large square ruler?
We do. We are a sewing studio. Maybe. I have a 12-inch and a 16-inch.
Give me the 16-inch. That's cool. I need to get a bigger one. My biggest one is the 12 1/2.
I borrowed one of
think.
Ruth one time when I was doing
So
some.
what I do here is we're going to line this 16-inch with the edge, and then we want another, we're going to actually go further, 16, 17, 18,
And a half.
and 3/4.
3/4.
So we're going to move this down. Keep everything even. All right, back up. We want this at what, 18 1/4, did we say?
3/4, you said.
No, we're 18 1/4.
Okay.
All right. This edge, I don't know if you can see through the plastic here, is right on the 3-inch line on the 16-degree ruler.
Okay.
This is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Why is it more? 3.
This might only be a 15.5.
It is.
Yeah.
Geez, because I'm thinking, well, we're 3/4 of an inch off.
Yeah, it's a 15.5.
Okay,
roller.
so-
look, it says it real big. 15.5 by 15.5.
All right, so if we take 15 1/2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 15 1/2 minus 3 is 12 1/2. 13 1/2, 14 1/2, 15 1/2, 16 1/2, 17 1/2, 18 1/4 is right there.
Oh, so you're going to leave a little bit of that stabilizer on for this particular
Yes.
cut, which
So I'm
makes
just
sense because
gonna
that's the bottom of the bag.
I'm just going to slide this up.
I gotcha.
So you got to do a little bit of math here. I'm going to cut right on the 18, 12 1/2, 14 1/2, 15 1/2, 16 1/2, 17 1/2, 18 1/4.
Gotcha.
So I am going to cut. Let me move this up 1/4 of an inch because I want to cut
Right
there.
Oh, so we are
So
going to cut off
let's-
some of the fabric now.
Yes.
Perfect.
Let me make sure this is squared up on the 3 1/4. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. Those lines match. That matches. This matches. So we're going to cut.
My dad always said, measure twice, cut once. Don't we have signs around here that say
Sometimes I
that?
measure 18 times and cut.
Exactly.
All right. Now we're going to square up the sides.
Okay. You want to use this ruler still?
Well, yeah, let's just leave it here just in case.
Okay.
The sides, we're just going to take off a minimum. You know,
Okay.
as long as both our front and our back are the same, it doesn't matter. It's,
Okay.
okay, I'm on my,
Mr. Keith, the hot dog maker is all clean and shiny, ready to go, but I have not bought the hot dogs or the buns yet. I don't want stale buns.
all right, to square it up, you're going to line a line on your ruler with
Okay.
the bottom of your fabric.
Okay.
Make sure that the top is the same. I'm on the 1/4 inch line here, and it runs right down, and you can see it isn't quite square, but
Right.
that's okay. We're going to cut
But
it
it
off.
will be.
Right. We're going to do the same on the other side. Match up any line on your ruler with the bottom of the fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at 12 1/4 up here on this ruler anyway. And then we're going to slide this down. Make sure I'm square there. I'm at
Are
the
you
1/4
using-
up here.
This line here.
I'm actually using this
Just-
line.
okay.
And then you can line up, if you want, a seam line
Okay.
here too.
Okay.
You can use and make sure that it runs up.
That's just squaring it up,
Yeah,
right?
really.
Okay.
Yep, that's
Okay.
all you're doing. Now, let me check something. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4.
I know, Ruth Ann, I thought of that same thing. I would cut my ties off. We got them all
Yeah,
out
I'm
of the way.
surprised I haven't done that.
It's all out of the way.
Okay, that's it right there.
Oh, you're going to do this with both pieces.
Nope,
Nope. Nope.
we're going to take, nope.
Nope.
Where's the second piece?
Right here.
We're going to turn it. Put right sides together.
Well, look at you, fancy. Tuck those ties in.
Yep,
We don't want those to be cut.
you don't have to go through all of that with the second piece. Just put them right sides together. these in.
I'd be taping
So we're
those.
not cutting
Yeah,
them?
you
Yeah.
got it.
Lay it down. All right, now line up your quilting lines or your seams.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
See my quilting lines
Yep.
and my seams are the
Gotcha.
same. Pull that over. Make sure it should be close to the same there. Close to the same there. Pull that out a little bit.
That makes sense.
Go down to the bottom. Close there. Perfect. There is no seam here. I'm just matching up the lines because this is the base.
Right.
And then I'm going to go to this side, make sure that I'm got the same thing going on.
Yes, she is a perfectionist.
See?
But they're
Well,
good.
now this one needs pulled up a little bit.
But that's okay because then it's
Yep. Now,
good.
make sure that I've got a little bit of the bottom piece sticking out so that I don't. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, and then we're going to trim this.
Okay.
I really am nervous about those handles.
Honey, you got
Okay,
them tucked
they're
in
out of the
there.
way.
They're out of the way.
All right, so we're going to take this.
That makes it so simple.
Okay.
It's great. Kate's running home making Wendy's now. We do. We learn a lot.
All right, that's that.
You need the Kimberbell rotating mat.
I know. Well, this sticks together pretty well. So
Yeah, it
it's got a straight edge here.
Yep.
Feel with my finger for that top. Okay, we're good. Whoops. Still,
Almost. Make sure you have a new blade. There
this
we
is
go.
my blade from home. I had an endurance blade that I wanted to use, but I really do like our gold ones. Okay, and we're going to line this up with the edge. Now this is crooked just because I
Because-
cut my,
well,
my foam
but
crooked.
that's
It's
why-
not that the piece is crooked.
That's what they were calling squaring up.
Okay, we're good. And then the last.
So cool.
Line on the edge. Straight up. Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Wow. That was great.
Both
Now
pieces are good.
It's hip to be square.
All right, now we're going to attach that. Well, we're going to make we did make the handle. No, we didn't make the, yes, we did. Did we make the handle?
We did. I sewed one. You sewed one.
All right, what we're going to do is take one of these pieces, and I'm going to use this one for the front of my bag, because I also made a little loop for a button.
Of course you did.
All I did was take, I think this piece of fabric was 6 inches long. 6.5 inches long for my little loop for my button, and my button is big. I got these buttons on Amazon. Right there. I'm going to put it right in the middle there.
Carolyn,
I
we'll
love
check on
this.
that as soon as we're done here.
What?
Her order.
Oh,
That button's
okay.
perfect for this.
Isn't it? Isn't
Oh.
it?
Gosh.
Okay, so we're going to put a loop up in through here for the button, and we're going to attach the handles. The handles get placed like this. She says 4.5 inches apart. 4.5 inches is exactly on the
each side of
side
this.
of this charm in the middle.
Look at that.
And move it up 1/2 an inch. Let me get Clippy's here.
Oh.
I got it.
Heck of an assistant I am.
Okay. Pull it up about 1/2 an inch above the edge of the fabric and just throw a clip or two in there. Or we can glue it.
We could glue it, but that everybody was just loving that technique.
I know. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing. Make sure that they're crossed or not crossed.
The right way, yeah.
Same here. 1/2 inch up.
Gosh.
These things slip through my fingers.
Yeah?
And I always grab it so that the flat part is,
The white.
Yeah.
That should
so
be.
I end up throwing it in my mouth and turning it around. All right, so we're going to do that.
Okay.
And then we're going to take the loop, and we're going to loop. Well, this one is going to be my front. So the loop's actually going to go on that piece.
Okay.
All right, so we're just going to tack these down. Actually, we're not even going to do that. Should we do that?
Second session.
Yeah.
Cut lining 22 by 18. Place handles. Cut box bottom base.
Okay, we're going to take this, do the
Front
same
back
thing.
lining.
I think I just,
Okay. Pin right sides together.
well, we're going to attach the other handle to this one.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going up here again, 1/2 inch or so. Thank you. Thank you.
1/2 inch.
Whoops.
I
See?
got you. See?
I know, see?
I'm a good assistant.
Yep. I make more mistakes when I'm filming than I do at home.
I know. We all do. I don't like being on camera. I'm always messing up.
All right, now.
Okay.
Now, I'm trying to debate whether we should. Well, we're going to
Sew
fold
those
it.
down?
We're going to fold it first of all, because we're going to put a little notch right here in the middle, so that when we sew things together, everything is. No, not
No.
a scissors. Here they are. Just make a little tiny notch to mark our center here, and then down here also.
Why are the handles 1/2 inch above?
Why are the what?
The handles 1/2 inch above.
Because they're going to tuck in the lining.
Right. Yeah, you want to
Here's the-
secure them. You want to secure it all.
You can go see how they're going to be in the lining here, and you want to have that because you're going to put a
For
lot
the
of stuff in
stability.
here, and it's going to be heavy.
Yep. So you're going to put little notches
Oh,
on the
that's
top and the
slick.
bottom.
Okay.
Okay?
On both.
And then we're going to do the same thing to this side.
Is that a Carol trick, or is that in the directions?
No, that's pretty much bag makers do this.
Oh, cool.
So
everything's centered.
yes.
Gotcha.
Tiffany does it a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then a little notch there.
Okay.
Okay. We're also going to put on the back. Let me put my glasses in a secure spot.
Okay, so you don't lose.
Okay. Then we're going to attach this. Twist it the right way. And we're going to put it right in the middle there.
Oh, look at you, fancy.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm thinking maybe we should just secure these real quick, which means we'll have to take that foot off, change the foot out which is not a problem, because we don't want the ruler guide on it, and I got the foot right here.
All right. Carol's sewing.
Oh, jeez.
I'll sew whatever you want. So you are going to just attach these 3 things on here now, just to give them a good gripping on.
Why doesn't this want to attach? Because maybe I don't have it lined up right. There it
There you
goes.
go. Oh, this is your foot. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So, yeah, me to sew.
Yeah, please. That's great.
All right.
All your gadgets here.
I might have to move this out.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the foot up. Let's just hold it.
So you're
And-
just tacking them down to secure them.
Actually, I could have used the 1/4 inch foot because I'm just going to follow the edge of this fabric.
Okay, I got
It
you.
doesn't matter.
It would have been just riding on top of that little
Our,
handle.
our seam up here when we sew the lining to the front and the back is 1/2 inch.
Okay.
So I'm just securing at around 1/4 inch. I'm just
Okay.
securing it. I'm at 2.5 inch length, which is fine.
That's the default? That's what it would
Yeah,
be? Okay.
right. And I'm just tacking, so I'm not worried about going back and forth.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold this in place.
And you're tacking that too.
Yeah. And I'm just going to tack that down also. So I'll move
I know,
to
Luann,
there.
this is that autumn breeze. It's beautiful. So you're just like 1/4 inch.
Yeah,
Okay. Between 1/4 and 1/2.
just tacking it down. Okay, you want to give me that other piece?
On it.
Good job. Okay, there's that piece. Then we're going to take this piece, do the same thing. Well, I went over a little more than I needed to, but it doesn't matter. It's in the same allowance.
That's right.
This piece down.
I know, Teresa. We're learning so much. I know. It's great.
All right, now we are going to take, let me look at my notes here. We're going to follow directions. Handles make 2. We did that. See, yada, 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 extend, yada, 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 cut a 4, yada, yada, yada. Okay, we're going to cut 4 3/4 inches from the corners of, oh, you know what?
What are we doing?
We're going to cut the lining out.
Okay.
We're going to cut lining pieces first. So, and there's an easy way to do this too. We're just going to take one of these pieces.
Oh, you have
And
it.
I've got my lining fabric, and I'm going to open it up. And let's get a little flatter. I want to get these creases out.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that everything comes out.
Pressing, not ironing.
Thank you.
See, I learned something and it retained for a whole week.
Should I do the other side? Nah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, lay it down, doubled up. Doubled up.
Okay.
And because our piece is relatively square, it doesn't matter if it's right side up or wrong side.
So
We're cutting both lining pieces out at the same time.
Okay.
The fabric is on the fold. We're going to cut all around the
salvies
edge.
at the top. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Move your
Yep,
little
move
ties
these
in.
out of the way.
Okay.
And then we're just going to cut the lining the same.
Do
just
you
put
cut
your
the
ruler-
bottom with the fold?
Yeah, it's getting cut off.
Really?
Everything is getting cut off
Okay.
on all 4 edges.
Okay.
All right. That's getting cut off anyway. All right, there's one. Slide it around, make sure things don't shift. Do that.
We sell these tables, Joanne. And they fold up
I
really
got
narrow.
one. I got one. I love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're getting you a new blade, girl.
there.
Can I ask a stupid question?
Yeah, no question is stupid.
If I were doing this, I would take my whole thing to one side and then line that up and trim all three and then have a bigger piece here left over. Would you have done
Oh,
that?
yeah, you could do that.
To make a matching molly
See, I
bag?
work at a quilt shop. I'm not worried about waste.
Gotcha. That's right. That's right. I mean, I would have made a molly bag to match out of that little scrap. Okay. Now, are you going to cut these off?
No, I'm
Okay.
not. We actually should have done this before we put those on, but we'll
That's fine. I
we'll
wanted to
figure
ask.
it out when we get to that point.
Right here. And you
I
lift it
do
up.
this all day at home. All right, we're gonna.
So you want to cut your lining before you add your handles.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
but I know I'm not the only one that's gonna make this mistake. So
Well, it's just not a mistake. It's just how we work it. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah.
It's just what we do.
All right, so we're gonna take this off.
That off and just
then we'll
finish
just
that.
square
I
it up.
gotcha.
Yeah. There we go.
But you.
Okay, now we're going to take all of these pieces and we're going to create our box bottoms by removing on the bottom corners a square that's 4 3/4 inches.
Okay, and this is in the directions.
Yep. I want
Okay.
to make sure I don't cut important stuff off here.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
get rid
pay
of this.
attention.
All
This
right.
is the bottom, and this is the bottom.
Okay. 4 3/4 inches. 4 3/4. 4 3/4.
So you're like cutting that whole
4
big block out.
3/4. 1 2 3 4 3/4. Cutting this out.
Oh my gosh! All that hard work.
Did I get it? No. So we're
Here.
just going to wing this. Okay.
Wow.
One corner done.
And this is on the bottom of the
Yep,
bag.
on the bottom
both
of the bag.
pieces.
Yep.
Okay.
4 3/4. 1 2 3 4 3/4. 1 2 3 4 3/4.
We should sell that ruler too.
What size is it?
The Quilter Select
6 by 6.
6 by 6.
Okay.
Yes, Linda. I know, Rebecca. I was like, I can make a molly bag from that. Okay, now we're going to do the bottoms of this piece as well.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just keeping your handles out of the way, girl.
Okie dokie. Okay. 1 2 3 4 3/4. 1 2 3 4 3/4. And I say that out loud
I
so
would
that
have
I
to.
know. Yeah. 1 2 3
Measure
1 2
twice,
3
cut once.
4 3/4.
That's fine.
4 3/4. All right, we're gonna.
Like you're at home.
Uh-huh. I know I didn't get that because I'm at an awkward angle and
That's why we scissors.
yeah, if I was home, I'd be jumping up on my table.
Yeah, cutting, turning.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 3/4. 4 3/4.
1 2 3 4 3/4. 1 2 3 4 3/4.
Are we on YouTube today?
Yep.
go.
Me too, Keith.
Is Keith watching us?
He's watching us. He wants a hot dog.
Wow. I got it.
Oh.
Okay. You do the same thing to the lining.
Oh.
Okay. 4 3/4. Is this mat
I know, because somebody
has
irons
a
on
bow
it.
in it. That's why I brought 2 mats, wool mats in. It keeps that
People.
from happening. 4 3/4 and 4 3/4
I love that
is
fabric
right there.
for that you picked. I mean, all of it's gorgeous, but that navy blue with those leaves is stunning.
Twist this a little bit, make sure I'm still on track. I am.
Almost. It's almost taken that whole block, but you're leaving some stitches so that holds it.
That.
I don't know.
Keep
Are we still
those-
doing Prime Days today? We are. Today and tomorrow are the last Prime Days. That's crazy.
4 3/4 and 4. 1 2 3 4 3/4. 1 2 3 4 3/4. Right on the button. Got it. Okay. Now we're going to go over to the machine and we're going to sew both of these on the sides and the bottom together.
What?
Right sides together. Let's keep our
Handles and
our
ties
stuff
out of the way.
Let me fold them in.
Yeah.
Fold that
You need
in.
some Kimberbell tape.
No, we'll
Tape
just
them into place.
we'll live on the edge.
Okay. Risky here.
This and this. And God forbid we're not gluing. I'm upset. We're
Why?
not gluing because it's too thick. It's,
Oh, it won't,
Yeah,
yeah.
So we're just gonna
Clippy.
put these. And you know what I'm gonna do because of me and my eyeballs again? I'm gonna mark. Make a 1/2 inch mark for my seam. Did we clip both sides? Yeah, we did.
So you're going to do a 1/2 inch seam now?
Yeah, 1/2 inch seam. So I'm just gonna mark it real quick, and then we'll put that ruler foot with
Oh, you have
that
it on.
foot with the ruler on the side. So we'll do that there,
I gotcha. That
and
is
we'll do the
crazy
same on
stuff.
this other side.
So
just-
are we selling friction pens today?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. And then down here we'll just
Everything's a 1/2 inch.
yeah.
And then you're matching the notches when you sew.
Yep.
Look at you.
And a 1/2 inch down here. That's just for me to set up the foot.
No, I get you.
Oh, look at all this. Oh, I
Oh,
can't
you need a
stand
little-
that stuff.
Do we
Okay.
have a lint roller?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Can you
You
handle it
just-
for just the rest of the show?
Yeah, I'll try. All right. And then make sure that because these aren't secure,
Yeah.
make sure that they're not folded just on the corner parts.
Sure.
Okay, and then we're going to clip it. And then Miss Kathy is going to sew.
Oh, am I?
And if you notice, see, all of our stuff matches.
Of course it does.
You know? We'll put that, go to the bottom. Then we'll put 2 more in. One
And then-
here.
You're going to set the ruler for me.
No, you're going to set the ruler.
Oh, great. I'd be getting out a different ruler to match it up, make sure I'm at a 1/2 inch.
Well, I did get that little ruler that we have that has the holes in it.
Yeah.
And the wee tiny holes that your needle can go down through, and it has all of the markings
Yes.
on it. All right, now we're going to do this. What the heck's
I
that?
don't know. I put a bunch out here. Does this make you crazy that I threw them on the?
Well, we had two cans of these, and I think I took the stores home instead of mine because
Yours is
I've
all-
never had that.
Yeah, there's all kind of sizes in here.
Yeah.
So you're doing it both sides and the bottom?
Yes. But we're not doing the whole bottom on the lining because we need to turn it inside
Well,
out.
this is just crazy
So see
stuff.
if you look, everything matches.
Of course it
Our
does.
handles match.
And then that
you
little
know,
notch
yep,
that you made.
Yep. Now, don't sew the top edge. Don't forget,
Okay.
obviously. So we're going to go down this side, but not this.
Okay.
So you're going to stop here and then come back down here. Did I put the lines on
And-
the other side?
And we're
then
knotting.
come down here. No.
Back stitching?
No,
No?
you don't have to. Nope.
Okay.
Don't do the squares.
Right. So
And
just
then
a
back
half
up
inch.
that way. Yes.
Okay, I
So-
can do that.
Come over here and we'll set your little.
Oh, so we're gonna set it with the line on our
Yeah.
that we drew.
Yeah. Like get there and put your needle down where the line is. And then move this little
I got
ruler
you.
over so that it lines up with
So
the
I
fabric.
have the guide.
Yes.
That was easy.
Yep.
I was stressing over that. Okay. So,
All right.
Let me get this under here.
And we did this already.
Put the needle
right.
in. Okay. So we're just gonna let it go and not backstitch. She said no backstitching. Well, look at that.
All right. We're going to do.
Oh,
two
this foot
also.
is amazing. She said don't backstitch. It's hard for me not to backstitch. I want to backstitch. Should I do the two sides first, then the bottom, or
You
just
can
work
do
my
it in
way
whatever
around?
order. You can do whatever order you want.
Really? Okay. So work my way around then. Okay. Okay, everybody needs this foot. My notches are even matched. This is crazy. I just might learn how to sew after all. I've only been here 9 years. Look at that.
Good job.
Gosh, I can't. I love this. All right, now we're going to go up this side and do the same thing.
And what foot are you using now?
This is another Carol foot. So what foot is this called?
It's the
With ruler guide.
5/8 inch adjustable ruler foot.
With guide.
Yeah.
Ruler foot.
Yeah.
Or just ruler foot.
I think it's ruler foot with guide. I'm not. Yeah, I forget.
We're selling it today. That's
Yeah,
all I
yeah.
know. Kathy's buying one today. That's all I know. They don't come with any machines, correct? This is something extra.
A lot of people use the inscribed lines on the needle plate, and I can't see them well enough.
This is fabulous having
Yeah.
that thing.
Yep, it
Oh,
is. Yep. That's it.
All right.
Now we're going to do the lining.
Okay. So,
Now,
what is next?
I think we're going to do the lining, but I think we're going to glue it in a couple of spots just
Sure.
because it's thinner and I worry about it shifting. We're not going to go crazy with the glue.
Yeah, but why not? That's a great technique, and just put it down the sides. Is it in the bubble? Kate's going to put it in the bubble right now. There it is. Item 114 is that crazy, crazy foot. Oh, it did come with your machine, Rebecca? That's awesome.
I got to clean this.
I know. I got to clean mine at home.
That would drive me crazy. All right, now the bottom of the lining, we're going to leave an opening. So let me mark
Okay, I gotcha.
about 7 inches. So we'll just, if we keep 3 inches, and 1, 2, 3 inches. So we'll sew to this point. Doesn't have to be exact. And somewhere
You
in
can
there.
put more of those feet in. I know she got those on order.
And then we'll just sew this other, glue this other side in
Oh,
a
you did?
couple spots.
That's fine. Lena, you did get one of the feet in the Christmas box last year, but what was that one?
Oh, I think it had,
It was a clear one.
Oh,
but we had, maybe it was a different year that we had one with the guide,
oh,
like this one. It might have been the year before.
oh, okay.
Okay, there's that. So your foot is already
Ready
in
to go.
position to do the half of an
Okay,
inch.
so you're not marking it and you're not clipping it. We're just going.
I glued it just about 6 spots.
Okay.
On the just the sides, not the bottom.
And then these two?
So when you get to the bottom, you're going to sew from this edge
To
to
there.
the mark, and then go down and from
This-
there to the end.
And no back stitching.
Correct.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay.
So, yeah, everybody needs this foot.
I use a lot of different feet. I use every tool at my disposal.
I'm sure
I
you
even
do.
got the roller feet for bag making that
Wow.
helps to roll along leather and vinyl. It actually has a roller in front of the needle.
Get out.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never used this foot.
Here's my case. I use these feet. Here's my case.
This is the Carol favorite case. feet.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Now, would you backstitch here?
Nope.
No. Okay. Just cutting
Yep. Oh, you know what? Yeah.
because we're.
But don't backstitch. I hate backstitching because it never goes in the same places.
Right.
Just turn it around and front stitch. Line it up.
Okay. I see it. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
I can never backstitch and get the stitches to hit in the same spot. So I just turn my piece around.
And that kind of knots
Yeah,
it. Well,
right.
look at that little tricky. That's a great another tip from Carol. All right.
And now you want to backstitch here or turn it around. You know,
Right
start there. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I
It's
gotcha.
you can just hit the back stitch.
All right, I'll
It's
try
just
that.
3 stitches. It's
Right.
Yeah, it's no big deal. But if I'm reinforcing something and I'm going longer than those 3 or 4 stitches, I just turn it around.
And that was a very good idea. A very
Yeah.
good tip. Learning something new every day here.
I'm going to relax and sip my coffee while you're working.
You do that, honey. I'm the student today. You're the teacher. I need to put another stitch down here because I started too soon.
Okay.
And I don't want you yelling at me. Okay. All right. Now,
Now we're going to box our bottoms.
okay.
So we're going to take the front and the back pieces And you're going to put your fingers at these points and pull it.
Oh, okay. Yes, we've done this on some
Yep.
Timberbell things.
Now you have the option of either nesting your seams, which is what I like for this, because if you open them, it just seems a little too thick to me.
Okay.
I like nesting them.
That makes sense.
So we're going to nest and clip.
Yeah, the bullseye button's another good
And clip.
idea.
And we'll throw one up here. And we'll throw one down here. And then we're going to do the same over on
So
this
we're just
side.
boxing the bag, not the lining part, just the bag first.
We're going to do the same down here. Now I'm going to nest these in the same way that this is.
Okay.
So this one is going to go, the one closest to me is going to go to the left.
Right.
The one furthest is going to go to the right.
Cool.
And there we go.
Would the walking foot be good for this?
Yeah, if it works.
Okay.
And then that goes there. And that goes there. Okay.
Now this is still the 1 inch. I mean the half inch.
Correct.
Yeah. So we're
Yep.
just using that same foot.
Yep.
Isn't that slick? It's looking like a bag.
Now you want to get all the way up to the edge of that fabric.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Do you ever roll it down to start it?
Okay.
I sometimes do.
I
yeah.
do too sometimes. Or hit the needle down button.
Oh, I guess we could do that too.
Now go slow when you go over because the bottom seam is going this way. So you
Okay.
want to make sure it stays that
We
way.
catch everything.
Yeah.
Are you reinforcing this one?
Actually, yeah, you can.
I thought so,
Yeah.
just to because we're gonna flip
'Cause,
it.
yeah, we'll get nice sharp points. Yeah.
Okay, and the same over here.
Yep.
Gosh, I feel like I can make a bag now. It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. She says go slow here because you want to catch both of that nestings. Which makes sense. My gosh, I can do this. All right. Okay, my lady, what is next?
Okay, the lining, which I'm getting clipped for you.
Okay.
Done the exact same way.
Just box in the corners. You nested those also?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to put an extra in here because
Michelle, I think it's item 114 is that foot.
okay, nest this the same way.
I know, Judith, I do. I feel like I can actually do this. I have a little bit of confidence now with bag making. I did too whenever we were learning some of the other ones, but I think I bit off more than I could chew. Like you really, with the zippers in the pocket. This one is simple, and Carol said I could do it.
Zippers and pockets are also easy, and maybe
We can graduate to
someday,
baby
yeah,
steps.
I'll show my methods
Yes.
for making those simpler.
Yes, Anita, it is bow sew on both, and it's just the regular bow sew. It's not fusible.
Correct. Okay, there you go.
Still this foot with the 1/2 inch.
Yes.
And you've got me nested, so I'm ready to roll. Makes sense. Okay, and now we're going to do this side.
I appreciate you doing the sewing.
Oh my gosh.
That's how you learn.
I'm learning, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's how we learn. Otherwise, I wouldn't have.
Wait till our
be.
piecing class. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. Wait till you see the cool
I'm
cool
excited
things
to
I'm
do
going to
that.
show. Yeah.
Well, you're the piecing queen, so we'll learn a lot, I'm sure. And just in 4 things, that's like an easy wall hanging.
Right,
kinda.
right.
It's
And
not
that's
like we're
why
taking
I
on something big.
Yeah, that's why I chose it. Yep.
That's awesome.
All right, we are going to turn the front and the back. We'll wait till Kate gets over here. Right side out.
My gosh, it's looking like a bag.
Front and the back. Yeah, this is... All right.
Oh my gosh, so pretty, so pretty.
Let me get my point turner just to get these points out good. You can trim those points if you want.
okay.
Take a little bit off,
That
but
makes sense, yeah.
I get nice points without having to do that, so I don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Some things I do, some I don't.
It depends on how, yeah.
Right.
Look at these match perfect.
I know. See?
I can't take it. I can't
The
take it.
sides match
Everything's matching
the front.
perfect.
Yep. Everything matches.
I know,
Okay.
Luann. That's how I am. It's like, if I can do it, any of you can do it.
All right, now the weird thing is now we're going to take the lining and we're leaving the lining.
Inside out.
Do not turn the lining right side out. We're leaving the lining inside out. We're going to put the bag
it.
inside.
Yeah, I've seen this
Yeah.
done before.
Yeah. I'm going to put the bag in here, get it all lined up, and this is where those little notches that I made are helpful because in your seams too, because then you're able to line
Match
it
up
up
everything.
properly. But I get the corners in there as good as I can. Pull this up, pull this side up, these little corners in the corners. And there.
This is how Sweet Pea does their embroidery bags.
Okay.
I've done just a couple of those in the hoop.
And then we're going to take, is this right? Yeah, these go down in, right. What am I thinking of? Okay, they go down in.
Okay.
We're going to match these notches. Where's the did I notch?
We didn't notch the lining.
Okay, well, let's go.
Just do the seams.
Let's go to the seams.
Okay.
And match
That
those
makes
up.
sense.
We'll start there.
But it would be smart to notch the lining also, but
Right.
the seams you're going to pin or
Now,
flip.
we turned, if I go down in here, it doesn't matter. We'll just,
You can certainly add pockets if you wanted to.
pockets are easy. Let's match the other seam.
Okay.
Okay, good. And then this one will go
Are you
this way.
nesting or opening?
I am nesting.
Okay.
And I mean, the notches aren't even necessary because I can just
You
pull
can
it,
tell that you've got it, with
Right.
the seams
Right.
first. That makes sense.
and then we're gonna. And this is a 1/2 inch also.
Now, since I've not made these, but I would take that extension table off.
You can't. That's what I do at home on
Okay.
my soprano.
Okay.
Because it's
Just to
easier
give you that
It's like a
flexibility.
cylinder arm, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Just asking if I was allowed.
Yep. You are.
Okay. Maybe.
Almost put that in my mouth. If I get
We're
it
all
the wrong
friends
way
here.
like this, I go.
Yeah. It's like you turn it.
Turn it, yeah.
That's all right.
Spit and glue.
That's right. Sometimes it heals, it fixes everything.
Well, they say dog spit is very healing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Any cuts or any, yeah.
Yep. And it seems like, when he likes to lick the front of my legs. I don't know why. But he always if I've scratched myself on a shrub or something,
Yeah.
he goes right for that.
See, it's your own
And it's
in-house
healed in
doctor.
2 days.
In-house doctor.
Yeah. Put one there.
Okay.
Wait. Right there.
Okay.
Okay, Tootsie.
I'm
Look
sewing
at
again.
how nice that is.
I want one more right here
Okay. Okay.
because this is making me nervous now. Okay,
Well,
so I'm going to
wait.
go right over.
Wait,
Half
because
inch.
we got a little fullness here.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that little gappy.
So let's ease it in.
Ease it on up.
What is that from? The Jeffersons or something?
Yes.
Let's do this.
Yes, Karen, you can. But why would you want to?
One, two, what? Would
Make
she
the
ask?
bag without the bows.
Yeah, the
You
bows.
can.
You certainly can. The bows kind of make it. It is an easy bag.
I have to say, I'm very, I'm retaining all this.
Yeah, good.
Some of this stuff goes right over my head, and I'm like,
Quiz
I can do
next
that.
week. Quiz next week.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, we're good.
All right.
Your clip queen.
All right.
I
Okay.
agree.
All right.
So
Head over
I
there.
did remove the extension table just
Okay.
because I want that feel of, the cylinder look.
Yep.
Doesn't matter where I start.
No.
Not a side
I
or a top.
usually start close to a seam.
Okay.
That way,
To end at the
Yeah,
seam.
yeah.
Okay.
like
So-
before it or after it.
Okay. And then you're just going to go
Yep.
ride that right
Correct.
down.
Correct.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy, I tell you. Crazy.
And if you get to that little gap where there was a little fullness,
Mm-hmm.
just ease your fabric in.
Ease it. Okay, we'll see. This may take a while.
Yeah, well,
that's
yeah,
okay.
this part I'm really particular about. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can pull that over a little bit,
Do
even
you-
it up.
Do you want to sew?
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
You need this experience.
Well,
I'm going to turn you into a quilter and a bag maker
I
yet.
am. I'm a little off here.
Yep, make
Cut and just
make
start
whatever adjustments. It does not. It's not a big deal.
Okay, I'm going to just start over here. So it does.
Are you nervous? Is that why you want me to do this?
No. I'm
Okay,
fine. I
all
mean,
right.
I'm always I don't care less, but I'm just like this is going to be because it's loose,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's fine. you
Yeah.
know. I'm doing okay because it's just loose to me.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm fine. It's just
Now, if you want to, you can go do some back stitching on that handle.
okay.
That'll secure it a little bit better.
That makes sense.
Okay.
That was a good tip because we're putting Keith's putting hot dogs in his. But
Yeah.
we're putting
Yeah,
good.
just don't put bricks and.
Yeah, we're putting good stuff in here.
Good job.
I'm telling you that.
When you get to that seam, make sure that your seams go the same way, or the
Yes.
way they're supposed to. Before you sew them down.
I gotcha. Gotcha.
On the one coming up, the foam goes to the top.
Okay.
Yeah. Or away
So
from
you
you,
kind of
rather.
want to help.
Yeah,
that
once you
one,
get over that little
once you
ledge,
get over that
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And you wouldn't reinforce those at all. You don't need to, just the handles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, yep. My
Yeah,
favorite
yep.
words, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
is a little crooked, but it's not going to show.
Okay.
Don't
I know
worry
it's
about
crooked.
it.
I can see that it's
I know.
crooked.
Don't worry about it.
That's making you crazy. I know it is.
Well, you know what? We'll trim it and take the crooked off, so we're good. Yeah.
I can hear my my customers saying, "Give it the gas, so Kathy."
I'm not a fast sewer. Very on jelly roll rugs. If I'm further along through the process, I'll speed it up. But I'm not a fast sewer at
Yeah.
all.
No, I have to take it slow, but I can hear all you saying, "So."
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
Well, we're going to turn it inside out now, right side out through our little hole in the bottom here.
Do we top stitch?
We're going to top stitch 1/4 of an inch, but that's not necessary today. I think that's really the only thing that's left to do, and it's just top stitching 1/4 of an inch from
Right.
the edge on the top, and then sewing your lining, this hole that we're
Oh, yeah,
pulling
okay.
thing, birthing the bag through.
Right, right. I've heard that term before.
Birth in the
Birth in the
bag.
bag.
Yep. I'm not gonna. All right,
at
now
that.
actually, if you wanted to, you could have taken those, I could have trimmed those spare parts off, but it's no big deal.
Yeah, and I can feel them in here. They're, of course, perfectly even to every single 4 of them. But yeah, I can see this.
But you're gonna take your lining, we're not, this is the end of it. You're gonna take your lining and just sew these 2 pieces together, and I just
Press them first.
press them,
Yeah.
and then just use a little 1/8 of an inch away from the edge, and just close that hole up.
Okay.
Pop it in there, and then I do clip this before I do my 1/4 of an inch.
Sure,
I make
all the
sure
way
that
around.
you don't want to sew it so that you've got lining showing. You want to give it a nice crease
Sure.
at the top.
I got you. And
Yep.
then we would start pinning and
Yep.
pressing. Okay.
And just sew it with 1/8 of an inch top stitch all around. So that's
very,
it.
very cool, Carol. Very cool.
And
Then you'll sew your button on by hand.
Yep.
Hand sew.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
going to be
I'm
great.
gonna sew. There's my loop.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull it over to.
After you top stitch this, you will
Right.
put your button on.
Right.
That's amazing. It's great.
Yep. That
Okay,
over
so
there.
you're going to sew a few things. It's amazing.
Yep.
It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to make a bow. So these go like in that way.
Yeah.
And then you just make the bow. Now you're probably a very good bow maker.
Well,
You probably had a trick.
let's see how you do. How you did it.
I'm
Yeah.
sure I didn't do it right.
Well, you know what I do? I take the left over the right. Because, you know,
Yeah.
when you're tying kid shoelaces,
Right.
I go like, do I go like, yeah, I would go. I haven't
So you
tied
have the
kid
big
shoelaces.
part in the middle. Yeah.
So this goes like this, and then this,
That one's the
and
loop.
this,
Mm-hmm.
and this, and then you just poke things out and make it pretty.
It is so cute.
I know. And I fuss with mine.
Of course
Because I
you
like
do.
pretty bows. I know. I fuss with mine.
There it is. It's absolutely a perfect
Yeah.
bow. Yes, we love it. So
Okay.
cute.
Hope you enjoy the lesson, guys.
Absolutely. It was so good.
I can't wait to
know.
go home and put the button on.
Okay, so what else are we selling here? Oh, we have new kits.
And we have some new.
Oh, yeah, we got some new ones. I'm excited, yeah. Are we showing these 1st? Okay, the first one, this one isn't in a box, but you'll get yours in a box. And the directions come with this too. This is the Star of Wonder.
Oh.
These are all of the fabrics that are in that line. And if you remember, that was a line that we had last year for
Oh, yeah.
the quilt.
The
It was in
Advent.
the Advent box.
Mhm.
Yep, we've got charm squares. You get 42 pieces.
This
Choose
is
your 30.
beautiful.
And I selected this for the bottom of the bag, the bow and the handle, the bows and the handles. There's that one. You guys are going to love the next two because
That is really pretty.
we're moving to Christmas, and this
Very pretty.
this is adorable. It's called Santa Paws.
Oh, this is the puppy one.
Oh, it is adorable, and I selected this
fun.
fabric for the bows, the handle.
Oh, that's
and
cute.
Isn't that adorable?
Very cute. Oh, that is adorable.
And the next one is called is Cardinal Celebration.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna-
our new one.
Yeah, it is, and I'm going to flip through the fabric. I selected the red plaid for the bottom of the bows and the handles, but it's gorgeous.
Oh, it is. I know they were making some table runners in the quilt last
Cardinals.
week.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
it's so pretty.
It's beautiful.
That would be a beautiful
A
tote.
cute bag to put your gifts in when you go visit somebody, and you could give them
Yes.
the tote as a gift also.
If you really like them.
Yeah. Or you could just give them the presents and keep the
Keep the
tote. Let them
tote.
make their own damn tote.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. I love the coordinating fabric you
Yep,
picked, the
yep.
plaid.
Yep.
That's going to look pretty with the bows.
Yep.
That's a very pretty one.
I love the Santa Paws.
I know. They're
All of
all
that. Claire
so
and like
good.
the young girls really like this up
Oh,
in
I'm
that kit
sure.
room. They loved. You did too, Kate, huh?
The
You loved
Santa paws. That's so good.
yeah.
Okay, so the next in is the soft and stable, which is the bow saw we used, which you're suggesting to use the biggest. You need at least
Well, you.
58.
These aren't big, right?
Oh, yeah,
Size.
the correct size, right? Okay, the soft and stable. You need at least. Well, what you're cutting is
It calls for the
Okay.
package.
right. Okay, good.
That's what's in the bubble.
Okay,
Okay.
great. That's what's in the bubble.
Okay, the bow saw that you need is, or soft and stable that you need is in the bubble.
Yep.
Okay. And the next one would be bow saw. So it's just your preference. If you like bow saw or soft and stable better. Basically,
yeah.
the Flexi Foam from Kimberbell, anything that you
Yeah,
use.
they're the same. They're
Yeah.
identical products. Love them both. I use them both.
Okay, great.
Yep. Next is the precision turning tool, which is this tool here. Absolutely required for turning for when you're poking out corners. It's got a soft tip on it, and it's hexagon shaped so that it doesn't roll off your table. And this is always in my arsenal, something that I always use, and you got to have it.
And you have to have friction pens.
Yep.
So the first ones are the highlighters. And the second one are the fine point.
Yeah, I told you last week I just started using some of the highlighters, and I really like them. They come in cooler colors.
Yeah, they are. They're nice,
Yeah.
especially dark fabrics.
Yeah,
It
but
does
these are the
works on that.
pens. These are the highlighters.
All right. She also does her chocolate liners.
Yep.
And she has all 3 colors here.
Yep, I have all 3 colors at home. I love it. If you're marking dark fabric, these are indispensable. You need them for your dark fabric. Or just because you like seeing pretty lines.
Well, that's it. And the lines of like everything you showed us to, mark our fabrics and things has helped so much. Wonder clips. We have.
Oh yeah, Wonder Clips.
Need
we
to have
this.
those.
Yep. And you know what? What's our price on these?
They're reasonable.
$19.95.
See, when they
Yeah.
first come out,
There was
they
like
were
8 for
ridiculous.
$12.
I know,
Remember?
ridiculous.
Yeah. So
Yeah, this
we
is
have
a-
those little packs hanging on the wall.
Yep. This is a great buy. Great
And
buy.
you're also getting 15% back today, guys. This is
Oh,
on one
yeah.
more. There's only today and tomorrow left.
Wow, good.
Okay, so then your 1/4-inch piecing foot, the one you use.
Yes. Okay.
That doesn't look like the same one you
This
used.
this one is just the 1/4-inch piecing foot. This doesn't have the
She
guide or
has it
the
in the-
ruler.
This
But
is-
this, a lot of people don't need the guide on the side. So if you don't need it, this foot's great.
This is the one we want.
Yeah.
Because this one is the one you showed us to move to the 1/2 inch and sew
Right.
everything.
And you can slide it to whatever your seam needs to be, and it'll control the edge of your fabric.
For that whole thing, even the lining and everything.
Exactly.
That was
Yep.
great.
Yep. Doesn't matter how thick it is.
Yeah,
'Cause
that was great.
It rode right next to it. Yep. This is one of my favorite feet.
Yeah, and the seam.
This seam
fix.
ripper, I adore it. It's got an awl on one side and a seam ripper on the other, and you use these little silicone nubbies on the end to
Get your threadies out
get
of the
your
way.
get your little thread thingies out of the way.
Yeah, I saw you do that last week.
Yep,
That was slick.
I love it. Yep,
We had to put the clover seam ripper in too, just because
because
it's one of our favorites
it's a staple.
too.
I have more than
Yeah.
one seam ripper.
Yeah,
I
we
have
need 'em.
one by the machine, one on the cutting table,
Sure.
multiples definitely.
Okay, we have some best press.
Yeah, love.
We just got more of that in too.
It used to always make me sneeze, but when I finished, the pattern maker for the cut loose press box bottom and bow tote,
Yeah.
she recommends spraying it with best press afterwards.
Okay.
And I did do that. I used the lavender scented one, and it used to always
It
make
always
me
made me sneeze, but it doesn't anymore.
I don't know,
I
what
know.
they did to
They
it.
must have done something.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. The glue pen. This is the essentials set. We need
Okay.
that.
This is the pen. This is the pen. This is the refill. When you use this, you take this off. There's a nubby here. You roll it.
This sets your seams.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's crazy good.
But the top screws off, and you fill the reservoir with the fluid. This fluid, screw this tip back on, and the fluid runs down through this little nib and sometimes onto your hands.
That's fine.
And
but
you
yeah.
roll it along your seam, and deposit some liquid. Now, if it gets dry, all you have to do is push
Press
down
yeah,
on it,
and it
it'll
activates it.
yeah, push down on it. And I think you get 2 extra nibs in this package too.
It was the whole pack. They just came in. So
Yeah.
those who ordered them last week, they'll be shipping out.
I've been using this stuff for years.
It was great. It was a great tip.
Yep.
The clapper?
Yes, I have mine here. The one that we have in the bubble is the Gypsy Quilter Clapper, and it's the small one. It's probably the size of
Not
this
that
one,
one,
and I'm
yeah.
going to say this measures 23, almost 8 inches,
Yeah,
and
the
it's
one-
thinner.
Yeah, the one in the bubble is 7 3/4.
Yeah,
so
okay,
most
that's
of-
what it's the same size as this. And it's perfect for if you're just doing small piecing. This is a perfect size. Make it a
And
quilt.
then she did
quilt
put in the
blocks.
6.5 by 6.5 Quilter Select roller. We love that Quilter Select. Do you like these, the way they have the grippy on them?
Oh, that's all. I got
Yeah.
rid of my other CG rulers
Yes, that's good. Yeah.
because and went to these.
I know.
Every single one of my rulers
great.
is this. I
They're
love them.
absolutely great. When they first came
Yeah.
in, we're all like, oh, it's like stick it. But once you work with them, you're just like, okay, I have to have these.
Karen says we can make a slightly smaller bag to hold gifts. Well, the other thing is you can make that out of mini charms.
Oh, the little candies, the little 2x2. Yeah,
The tote bag, yeah. You can
Two
make
and
it
a
out of
half.
mini charms and make it whatever size you want.
that's a cute idea.
Yeah.
A mommy and me bag.
Yeah. Oh, that would be adorable. Yep.
That's cute. And you do get the pattern with these kits.
Right.
That's the only way you get the pattern. You have to buy a kit because we don't sell the pattern separate.
Mm-hmm.
Is that everything, my lady?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Okay, well, thank you, Carol, once again
Yep.
for all these tips of the trade.
Thank you for doing the sewing. I
The
hope to
ladies
learn.
on the group and on here have been just really loving it. So we appreciate it and look for us in August doing a piecing class. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll sell kits and things for that before.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight is our favorite things prime time. We are going to do the prime deals for tonight and tomorrow, and then the prime's over. We're just following Amazon. So I think it's 4 days. So join in for that. And thank you, everybody, for joining in. And thank you, Carol.
Thank
This
you.
has been lovely.
Thank you to
I want to
you
go home and make
everybody
one.
else. Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you joining our class and hope you'll join the next one.